I've been following this Madeline Soto case. The girl that got killed over here near St. Cloud, Kissimmee, whatever it's called, by this fucking psycho nerd named Stephen Stearns. And so the mom was divorced and she had custody of the daughter. So a lot of people blame the mom, and she is she has a big part in this. Letting this fucking nerd go to bed with her daughter, and she's like 12 years old and stuff, sleep in the same bed while she sleeps downstairs. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even want to get into that. My thing is where is her natural dad? They got divorced or whatever. What I don't understand is these parents that get divorced or whatever, and they have a kid and they leave that kid in some state and then they move away from that state. I don't have any fucking respect for anybody. I don't care what job opportunity you got. I ain't leaving my kid more than 10, 20 minutes, an hour at best. You know what I mean? These people fucking move away from, you moved away, and when you moved away and swept a fucking child predator, you know what I mean? Like, you're her fucking dad, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be protecting her. You already knew the mom was half a fucking fruitcake, fucking goofball, I mean, well, he must be a goofball if he knocked her up, because you can tell she's obviously got issues, But I'm just saying, the fact that, I have a friend of mine that lived in Las Vegas, and him and his wife are getting divorced, and he goes, yeah, I'm moving back to, I'm not going to give the area because I don't want him, but I don't really give a fuck if he gets mad. He worked for Universe, and he moved to Pacifica. And I said, so you're going to let your high school daughter not have access to her father and the most, she's got a prom, graduate. Oh, well, I can come in for, oh, yeah. No, you're thinking about your fucking self. And I just remember hearing him on the phone and just hearing him talk and just going, what the fuck is wrong? I'm a loyal motherfucker. I'm just telling you right now, I ain't leaving my cat, let alone my kids. You know what I mean? And you're thinking that, I don't know, man. I threw up listening to one of these podcasts. The shit that this poor girl, Madeline, honey, I'm so sorry that your parents failed you and that your mom allowed this, but I know you're in heaven, and I'm just telling you, there's nothing I can say and do to change any of this, but going forward, I just wish people would just start having some fucking balls and be confrontational, and these disgusting parents that are so weak because they don't have a partner, and they're just so, bro, you don't ever, any girl that I've ever dated that's had daughters, and I've dated a few of them, I dated one girl, she had 3 teenage daughters, 13, 15, and I think 18. And there was never any cuddle time or me fucking taking them to bed or putting them to bed. I might, if she was at work or something and I happen to be, I'm very on top of that shit. You're not going to put me in a position where I'm going to be alone. Just being an exterminator, I won't go into a house where there's an underage girl. You know what I mean? We're just not. I don't care if they say, oh, the apartment manager's going to go with you. I don't give a fuck. He ain't a police officer. I'm not going in there. He was trying to say that they needed to cuddle or snuggle. Bro, you're not her fucking dad. You're not even her stepdad. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she's been around. So he had gotten arrested with 4 or 5 years that they found so far of sexual images of her and videos of him and her of us from the time she was like, I don't know if she was 6 or 7, but when I was a corrections officer, that was the biggest thing that they just don't train you to handle being around these fucking disgusting people, because I really feel like you should bring back, there is no rehab for anybody that listen, anybody that touches a child, there is no fucking rehabilitation. I just get it through your head loud and clear. You're never going to meet anybody that once you have those kind of thoughts, you have crossed over, okay? You have crossed over a completely different zone that is no longer, you are no longer welcome among the human race. You know what I mean? So I really feel like Saudi Arabia, when they cut people's heads off, I think that shit should be brought back. Protect these kids. Show these motherfuckers, chop their fucking heads off right in front of people and let people see, hey, you know what? Nothing else was working, so I guess we're going to resort to this ancient Roman technique of unlifing you, as they like to call it now. Your ass is we're going to put your fucking head right on there and whooshing, or firing squad like the one dude in South Carolina. What are we waiting for? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, getting beat and killed in jail isn't enough of a deterrent. I don't know. This would probably be a major deterrent. That and, I don't know, cut their dick off and just let them bleed to death. I have no remorse or anything for anybody that harms a child or touches a child. I think that you should be able to set them on fire. You know what I mean? And just, what do they call it? A Roman candle? Just tar them and set them on fire and burn them. It says in the Bible, there is no rehabilitation for murderers and all of that shit. You just eye for an eye. And there's a reason why. And that's why you have this faggy fucking world that we live in where everything's so politically... No, there's nothing correct or incorrect, okay? It's wrong or it's right. You harm a child, you die. That's it. That's it.